snap. Okay.
How do I do noise suppression? Family here. You can hear my family in the background because I'll just mute.
That's very considerate.
Yeah.
Goes to here. Okay. So when I pop up the awards in this tab, can you see it on the stream or no? It's ideally is off screen.
I don't know. Right now, for me, if you're like sharing your screen or video or whatever, it's still loading. But that might just be bad.
Okay.
Internet. Your boy, is Jordan's like screen loading for you?
Let's see.
Yeah, it's still loading.
Okay.
There's a latency built into it anyway, so that explains.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna.
There's still only 11 votes because there's going to be quite a few ties.
Yeah, but like, it's not like we need to split a trophy. There are no trophies.
Yeah.
There's just glory.
I'm pretty happy with how mine has gone.
Have you already seen the responses, Braff?
Yeah, I've been actively looking at them because of mod.
Okay, well, it's not a surprise then that you're going to win like half of them.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, the one thing that changed with whoever made the last one is made Best Support a tie and made One Hit Wonder a tie when I was losing Best Support and winning One Hit Wonder before.
This is why you got to stop checking multiple times a day. Every vote will change something.
Okay, finally. At least they broke the 5-way tie for most entertaining game. Oh, wait, you're...
Okay, wait. Maybe I should show something that's not me in Streamlabs.
I didn't realize you were already doing the video.
I just want... Let's see. Do I get to see
I didn't realize he was recording,
at the same time, or do I get to not see chat? Okay, yeah, cool. I get to see chat. Hi, guys. Sign in to chat. Oh, I cannot actually do chat in the middle. That's fine. But
I'm an amazing spoiler.
All right, folks, testing. You hear my voice. People who are not also on a voice chat with me, right? Someone on the YouTube?
Dan was saying I was spoiling awards, so yeah.
Oh yeah, you're on stream.
Wait, how do I pop and ask, can you get comments on screen? I thought that's like a built-in thing.
And if you just add a source, which is live chat, you can do that.
Oh man.
In Streamlabs.
Do you know how to do that?
Yeah. You when you just go to add a source, one of the options on the right should be like chat.
Whoa. Chat. Though the more sources I add, the more likely that I'm to get confused. All right, cool. This is now an empty box. That's where chat is supposed to be. Cool. I'm going to abandon that idea. You guys can hit the chat thing, and it shows up.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll work for premieres. I know it works for live streams.
All right, yeah, ideally I can get like this in like the corner
is this
a
a live stream? This is a live stream. I'm confused.
They almost made it easy for us, but I'm still confused. All right, so I'm going to start the stream. There's like you guys are going to see how much worse I am off the cuff than like when you get a couple of takes. But hello, folks. Looks like we have, I don't know, half dozen of you in the chat. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, guys. Y'all are how I've spent a lot of my social interaction during this lovely pandemic we've been having. But the real world is coming for a lot of us. Unfortunately, not for all of us, but the world is becoming slightly more normal. People are going back to school, they're going back to work. And so we are not all here at the same time. Unlike last season, which was 4 guys in suits, this is me in suits and whoever I can get to join me. Right now, Braff and your boy are on the voice chat. Can you guys say hello?
Well,
do the people on YouTube's hear that? One of you guys actual speak words, please.
Is it not picking up?
I hear it. Let's see if my thing picks up Discord.
Oh.
Should, yeah. Well, anyway, there's no reason to sit and riff-raff. I'm going to look at the chat every couple of minutes, but Braff and your boy, if one of you could tell me if something's going horribly wrong from the stream perspective, that would be so great.
Sure.
I want to do the awards first. So, we had a number of awards to commemorate our best moments for the year. 11 people, so I guess the majority of the league responded. That's pretty lovely. Do I agree with all of them? No, but all of the triumphs should be celebrated. We have MVP, people nominated, everyone from Braff's Garchomp to Steve's Trevenant clutching all those end games, to AC's Excadrill, which we'll see in the finals. The winner, though, the only one to receive 3 votes. Everyone, votes are scattered, but the winner with 3 votes is Braff's Garchomp, MVP of VBL-S S3. Yays or boos in the chats, please. Who would have thought? Garchomp's like a pretty good Pokemon. I started doing this, but I didn't finish, so you guys are not going to see this for the whole thing. But we have best support. Vote getters included AC's Togepi. Should never be in the low tier again. Follow Me as Busted. Politoed off of Braff and the Libertyville Luxrays. And Comfy from Samax's team. And the vote getters ended up being tied. 4 people voted each for Comfy, the most ridiculous support, and Politoed, who did a great job for Braff this season. So
let's go again.
Let's go to a reward that Braff doesn't win. Best build.
Finally.
So a particular combination of sets that you thought was really interesting. This one I really thought was, I probably think I voted for it. It was really nice. The winner in week 2, Ben used Sigalith Gravity plus Gengar Focus Blast to 1-hit KO the Sakataka, to have almost guaranteed Hypnosis. It was really wacky. It was really effective. So that is the winner of best build this year. How we doing over on the YouTube verse? Hey, okay. So best duo.
Still looking pretty good.
Lovely. Vote getters included Oranguru Regirock with Poppin with the 5-dimensional chess strats with the item tossing and whatnot. Vote getters included Sigalith Gengar again. Excadrill Togepi. You're starting to notice some patterns here, some real killers this year. But the winner was Politoed and Ludicolo. Braff, did you lead this at least once in 4 or 5 or 6 weeks? It was always out there.
I almost never led at game 1. It was always a game 2 thing, but I did almost every week. It was my lead game 2.
I'm gonna guess you used the expectation, the fact that people had to lead whatever was good against the rain, and then you just led something else.
Yeah, it was interesting how many people, well, I think it was 2 or 3, brought Scarf on something that was already really fast just to counter the Swiss and Ludicolo.
And then making it useless when you're not even trying to do that.
Yeah, but KTO for Bombi, it actually worked. I never would have expected Scarf for Bombi.
Nice. Best post-draft acquisition. Some vote getters included Regirock, which kind of defined Poppin's team in the second half. 7 different things got a vote, but the winner with 3 votes is Araquanid off of AC. AC made a number of moves, and he does use Araquanid in the finals. Spoilers alert. It was really, really effective. A good compliment to the other stuff going on AC's team.
Major Untitled Chapter.
Value pick, best value pick. I don't know if we all had the same idea as to what value pick is. I mean, whether it's like this shouldn't have been in this tier, or like you used this way more than we would have expected. But vote getters included Clefable, me, the Trevenant that Steve used to win so many endgames, and then the Naganadel on JDB's team. But the winner with nearly half of the votes is the Togepi on the London Aces. Whew! Togepi was effective and might be making an appearance in the finals. The one-hit wonder. Again, I'm not sure if everyone answered it with the same mindset. Pincurchin, Braff's Pincurchin that literally used one move, got some votes. The Corviknight, which I remember had one big game against Tay, so that's what it was nominated for, ya boys Corviknight. The Cradilly, which was a one-hit wonder last year when I had it, but also Bones Cradilly. But the winner, though, was Sandaconda, Steve Sandaconda, which he random rolled into for the last week, and then tore up for the last week against Daddy to clinch playoffs. The best moment, we have a league full of trolls, because the clear best moment as voted on by the league is when Braff loses the first round of playoffs. Yeah, I didn't vote that, but I understand. After 8-0, you know. After 8-0, and I'm the fucking Wonderkind. Oh wait, are we censored on here? I don't know. You know, he had it coming, but I think Braff has enjoyed his role as the villain. The winner's saddest moment, virtually everyone voted for what you might have seen if you follow this channel. Me critting myself with Hitmonlee, so weakness policy Bronzong does not get to do anything. I just insta-lose that game from there. That was not a great time, but you know, I'm happy it can supply a memorable moment, if nothing else. We're at 2 left. The most entertaining game. These were pretty split. You know, vote getters included London Aces versus Samax in week 7. I don't remember what happened in some of these, but Steve versus Braff, you know, like the champions rematch. The Braff versus AC. Virtually everyone picked their shot at Braff as their most entertaining game, but the winner was Curse Gudra, which Samax used to beat Smooty in week 4. I remember Samax had a couple of mix-ups there, where by the time like Gudra was cursing, you're like, what is going on? And so you're not prepared to deal with it. I thought it was a pretty creative idea. Finally, best nickname is a lot of votes, but the clear winner is James Dalton Bell and his Thunderous Eye, which he nicknamed after the entire soundtrack of Aladdin, a different song each week. Which was lovely, a lovely idea. And there were a lot of good nicknames. I liked AC's nicknames. I even liked SpongeBob House, which got a vote probably from the person who named it. And we have awards. We have awards. You all are winners, except the people who didn't win awards. And I'm going to jump now to interviews, which your boy is given. I'm going to play it for like 5 seconds, pause, try to make sure that y'all can see it and hear it in the chat, and then we'll get to it. These are interviews with the finalists that we're about to see.
With all these superlatives, such as, you know, best duo, best build, I think one of the most rewarding things in the VBL-S is making these finals, which is exactly what Ben.
Hey, folks. How we doing?
I was very drunk when I was making this. So if it's not the best, that's...
What?
I literally just...
You don't look drunk.
I literally just got back from like a friend's place.
Well, that's good. Sometimes, at a certain threshold, it's
Yeah, I was nearing the woozy threshold.
I have one early match commentary video where I'm like, I'm chilling, I'm having fun, but I think it aided in the commentary, so it was not past the threshold where it's downhill. All right, let's see these interviews from a slightly tipsy boy.
And AC were able to do, AC for the second time around. And so let's hear their thoughts on how they feel making it to this final.
Yeah, so being in the finals, it's obviously...
Jordan, it's on the OBS right now.
What's the matter?
The stream's still... Oh, it might just be latency.
Yeah, that's the challenge. You guys are going to be feeling it real time and with whatever latency. I imagine I could fix settings so that it was like minimal latency, but... First stream, guys. Isn't it great?
Especially after the semi-finals, I had to play against Tay, who's... we're pretty close, and he beat me in the UGA finals last time, so it was nice to get that little comeback started. But yeah, and it's especially important because we're ending. I'm ending this season as how I started against AC. He was my week 1 match. So yeah, it'll be a nice little conclusion to this season.
I forgot that these guys played each other week 1. AC versus Ben. And it was. I remember that being a pretty good game too. As soon as I realized it, but
I mean, it's nice, really. It's
yeah,
like,
I hadn't thought about it at all during commentary.
I don't think anyone can really dislike being a final.
Yeah, it was really nice.
What's that, Brad?
They were the very first match of the season as well. So.
Oh yeah, people were in the spoilers thread immediately afterwards.
I mean, thinking about it, it's record breaking in a sense. Though I mean, I probably prefer this to be a 1-on-1, but I'll take 2 finals appearances in it. Like, I mean, I argue that neither of them have been extremely clean. Like, my games against Minty from season 2 were very iffy, RNG wise. The semis against Samax this season was very iffy, RNG wise. So you can argue I shouldn't be in either. You could argue I should have been in both. But I'm in the minutes, so it's I'm not gonna complain. So it's nice, yeah.
Both of these coaches had a very similar run, facing 7 out of 8 of the same coaches during the season, which included each other. The Philadelphia Ash Whoopers, the Pre-Marina Primers, the Virginia Vicovolts, the Houston Aluchas, the New York Ninetails, and the Halifax Hypnos. It was only in the 8th and final week that they did not share a matchup, where the Great British Blastoises played the Baked Beans and the London Aces played the Libertyville Lux Rays, which, spoiler alert, both of these coaches ended up losing. Now, in the Draft League format, 1 year
you see, I love these little sneaking in logos, and then when you cut in one of the replays, that's great. That's really, really good.
Using the exact same mods for 8.
I tried to do it for most of it, but it was getting very late for me, so I just couldn't do it for the entire thing.
This is the low budget at home version of all of our professional selves.
Yes.
One thing I love about this league is that it oozes sincerity. There aren't trolls. There aren't people who are being sarcastic all the time. It's people who are like, yeah, we support you. Yeah, that was a bad play, but I understand what you were going for there. People you look on the positive side, which is one of the best parts about the community.
Oh, 100%.
You kind of have to become a bit more creative with your team building. So I was curious as to what kind of techs and strategies these 2 coaches were most proud of pulling off during the season.
The matchup with Daddy, actually, where I just brought... It was the first time I brought Gravity Sigilith and it was alongside Gengar. and it just worked against everything he brought. Yeah, because I think a few people slept on Sigilith. I did a little bit, but it's got quite good speed and it's got quite good offensive capability as well with 107 special attack, and it can use a life orb with magic guard, so you don't know it's got the life orb and stuff. And it just has the tools to be an offensive mon and a defensive mon at the same time. So it allows for these strategies to occur where I can use it as an offensive mon when I need it to, or I can just Gravity or Tailwind or Trick Room when I need something to hit, like a Focus Blast into Stack Attacker. So yeah, I think finding a new favourite duo in Sigilith and Gengar's one of my proudest accomplishments this season.
So like my game 1 week 2 against me, like that was pretty nice, I have to say. Like that was like the first time I properly used Togepi and Excadrill.
Does it sound okay? Do you guys want me to bring it up somehow? I think I can do that via
like
OBS.
week 5 against Jordan, like I 8-0'd him. Was it a deserved 8-0? No, Excadrill probably should have gone down, but like it is still an 8-0, so I will take it and I will gas myself up about it. Like both my matches against Samax were, well, one way too close, like the stress, like extremely stressful. I don't have a horror monitor, but like it would have been sky high had I had one. Even like my quarterfinal against Braff, which is like one of the few times where like I've probably like really dug into like really weird weakness policy shenanigan stuff, and it ends up working. So like, you know, plus as well with, you know, my go. So, you know, I will happily take that.
Now that we are approaching the end of the season, both of these coaches have gained a lot more information on each other, their prep styles, their play styles, and how they like to use their Pokemon. And so with all this more thorough knowledge, I wanted to know what they think now is their biggest strengths and weaknesses coming into this match.
My biggest strength coming into this match is probably that I've got the win that we had in week 1, like right at the start, and I think that's it, because I think we've got similar teams where I have a lot that can hit his team super effectively, and he has a lot that can hit my team super effectively, and I don't think either of us has a massive advantage over the other going into this matchup. I think we've both got good offensive matchups, and we've both got bad defensive matchups, if that makes sense. But one thing that AC does have over me in this game is that he's changed his team up a lot this season, and I haven't made any free agent trades or trades between other coaches. So he kind of knows what I'm going to be bringing anyway, and he can just do something completely different with what he's got. So it'll be interesting to see if he brings any of these new trades he made during the season, which I'm expecting for him to do. Absolutely.
My biggest strength is just that like Ben's team is like, it's quite like ground weak, which, considering now, compared to the last time I played him, like now I have 2 ground types. It's nice in a sense that where it kind of like forces certain things from him, but it's also bad because, you know, like, it's a whole like mind game of draft, like where it's like, sure, like these things have like a clear advantage against you, and then the mind game becomes the thing of, you know that this is incredibly good against you. Do I not bring it, assuming you're going to bring counters to it? Do I bring it, assuming you won't bring counters to it because you're trying to mind game me back? Do I bring it just saying that even if you bring counters, you can't stop it? Like, it's all like an inherent mind game. So yeah, you know, it's like it's a strength, but like at the same time, it's not like that much of a strength. The weaknesses, it's probably the fact that he has like way better speed control than me. I mean, like way better in the sense that it's like
Can we
like,
shift
speed-wise,
microphones
he's
to the
probably more able to
finalists in advance of these
dictate
interviews
how,
so that we can actually pick
like,
up them
whether
via
we fight
microphone?
on a neutral basis or we fight in Tailwind or we fight in Trick Room. Mainly just because like his mons are kind of the ones where it's like, you know, it's like, sure you can predict the Sigalith trying to affect Tailwind, but what if it maxes, you know? Then like you're out kick with no paddle. I say something like Trick Room Gengar even, like, yeah, you can try predict it, but like you can try like double the partner, predict something else, but if the partner protects Gengar Trick Rooms, suddenly you've got a situation in your hands, and he has like good mons for like each side of the speed, or like for each scale of the speed spectrum. So like that's probably the one issue, that like speed is probably more in his favor than in mine, but I don't think it is like unsurmountable, to be honest.
I think we all know by this point that both of these coaches, Hawkeye Ben and AC27, are amazing team builders, and they really are known for thinking out of the box when it comes to their prep. And so, despite Ben not changing his team since the first week and AC having a lot of new pieces to play with, I think both of these coaches are going to come up with phenomenal creative ideas that will give us a entertaining set to watch. Back to you, Jordan.
Thank you, you boy. Let's do the quick live segment here with Braff and you boy, and a matchup preview before we get into the main event. I like that in your interviews, both people said that like speed was like really concerning. That they're like, the other guy's got the better speed, and I need to fix that. What do you guys think of this matchup? I think, you boy, have you seen this, or you just got the replay and managed to not watch it so far?
I did end up watching the final match, so I can't I don't want to say too much about it.
All right,
But
Raph only then. Well, fine. Can you give us a truly spoiler-free thought that we might have going into this match?
wait, yeah, Braff's not in the chat.
Braff left.
He-
God
he-
dang it. Okay, well, in like 2 minutes, then I'll roll the tape. So here's the deal. I couldn't get Poppin live.
Braff's back.
And so Poppin and I commentated this. We have seen it 2 days ago when we commentated it and got our commentary in there. So we can confirm that this is like a great match. So spoilers, it's a great match. But Braff has not seen it, so we can get a quick little preview from Braff's perspective. I see you, but you're listed as on mute, Braff.
Yeah, is the mic working? Because before it wasn't. It was like echoey.
I hear you. I'd
For-
say start chat.
People on
and then
YouTube?
people will tell us if we can't hear you.
Okay. So, I just went to the matchup page on Drafting.nl, and the first thing that I see is that Excadrill looks really good here. It hits Coco and Dracozolt and Gigalith. It beats AC's Sand mode beats Ben's Sand mode. So maybe one way to help stop it for Ben is Intimidate Stoutland. But it looks good. And
Good thought.
the things that Excadrill doesn't hit as well, I feel like I don't know where I'm going with this, sorry. This is bad. Yeah, I don't have good analysis, I'm sorry. This is a fail.
Don't worry. The most creative team builder with five-dimensional chess ideas when on the spot. It's like, I don't know. Sounds fine.
I think Chandelure might come, actually. maybe with Scarf or something for Sceptile, Gengar can hit the Celix hard. That would be a surprise, and might be interesting to see.
Make a call. If you're Ben and you have the 60 seconds you've just looked at it, who do you think's coming? Any surprises? Any non-surprises?
If I'm Ben, then I think that AC is bringing Excadrill, Hippowdon, not Moltres actually, it doesn't do well here.
True.
Possibly Noivern for a double speed control thing, or if he doesn't want to bring Noivern, then maybe a Trick Room mode with Reuniclus and Gourgeist. I think Togepi just for all the support it brings. And then maybe even Miltank, because Scrappy can let it hit Gengar, and Ben doesn't have any fighting types. So
True. Gigalith has Body Press, right? As a fighting
I believe it does. Yeah, I believe it does. I don't know if he'd bring it. Well, yeah, he might bring it. But then, looking at Ben's side, I think that I think that Ben might focus on how to get around the Excadrill at first. So even though he has like those top 3 Koko, Dracozolt, Gigalith, which are quite good into AC's team, I don't know which of them he'd lead. But I think he'll bring Stoutland. I think he'll bring Gengar. Probably 2 of those top 3. And also Sigilif because of just everything it can do. So those are my predictions. And if I have to give the edge to one of them, it would probably be AC. So
back-to-back championships. Gotta respect the guy's consistency.
Indeed.
Yeah, I will not spoil, but Braff, you got some good predictions in there.
Ooh.
But let's jump into it. There's no reason for me to delay the main event. This is what we're here for. No reason you need to see my face, because I'm going to be playing a video which has my face and Poppin's face. Let's do it. I'm joining the spectators. Bugbrain's in the chat, everybody. And if you let me know if it's, not the right anything sound, then I'll see the chat and then I'll be able to adjust. All right, so now we're in the main event. I have with me VBL-S coach, multiple playoff time maker, content creator, all-around lovely guy, moderator of VBL-S. We got Poppin Fresh. Hello, Poppin.
Thank you. Thank you for the beautiful intro, Jordan. I'm happy to be here. Excited to see this final match. I really don't know what we're going to see. All I know is based on this little picture we have up right now. So everything else is a total mystery. So I'm excited to see what happens, and looking forward to see these 2 players in particular face off in the finals.
I don't do anything without PowerPoint, right?
Exactly. That's the sign of a true content creator. Always a PowerPoint.
It's just my love language. I can't do anything about it. This is what we're looking at. What do you think? You've played some of these teams, right?
Yeah, I played AC. I haven't played Ben, but I didn't play either of them this season. So these are essentially brand new experiences for me. But just first look, I took a look at the teams a little bit before this. I really think this is going to come down to who can better utilize their sand. I mean, I think AC has a great fast sand mode with Excadrill. It kind of can beat the Dracozolt, but Ben has that potent Trick Room sand mode with Gigalith and Steelix and even Gastrodon. So I think it's going to be down to who can better capitalize on their sand abuser. What about you?
He hasn't brought Gastrodon all year, so
I know, I saw that. And I mean, a team with that many water weaknesses, you think like these critical guys need to not get wet, but I hope he shows up, honestly. It'd be sad if he didn't.
Something absurd like half of all of Ben's brings all year have been his tier 3s. He's just gotten use out of all of these like niche mons. Yeah. And he just never plays defense. That's Ben's shtick, is he just always is attacking you in your face, and it doesn't matter what weaknesses you have if you never even get to move.
Right. His team is so. I mean, when you start with Tapu Koko from the top and go all the way down to Gigalith, he can go first no matter what the field conditions are, honestly. And I think another thing that's going to be a pretty big bring here is Crawdon. I mean, Priority Aqua Jet with adaptability can probably Oko Excadrill. It's not Dynamax, so that's definitely something AC's got to look out for.
He's been using the thing as like a nuclear bomb, and yeah, it should
It
be effective
absolutely-
into AC's team.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's jump into
So,
it. The folks have been
I'm ready.
clamoring for the content.
Exactly.
This is us testing. This is the game. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right.
We have
Who
sand.
we got here?
We have sand.
Yep, makes sense. I'd be shocked if it wasn't sand, but
Yeah, we have sand versus sand. No
Mhm.
Moltres, the centerpiece of AC's team. I guess it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense into Gigalith.
it's kind of been his signature motto for the last season and a half, pretty much. But
Yeah.
notably absent. I do see here that there's no obvious trick room beside. Wait, Gengar has trick room, so maybe that. But I know Sigilith has been his main trick room setter, so
Yeah.
it makes me wonder what direction he's going.
So both of them said the other guy's got rocks. I'm gonna leave my flyers at home. It seems
Mhm.
like.
Or make Dracozolt fly.
Okay, so we're seeing Ben's perspective here. He's got his
Is that a
two
Rocky helmet on a Stoutland?
What's that?
Is that a Rocky helmet on Stoutland?
Sure, why
I don't
not?
think
That
I-
thing is really bulky. I had so much
I don't
trouble
think I've
getting
ever
through it.
seen that in doubles. That is probably an intelligent brain, because
It's new
these two
meta.
are both better players than I.
Yeah, looks like he's
And I'm-
leading
I-
his two sand abusers, but he does not even
Mhm.
he's not even bringing his sand setter. So he's hoping
That's
that
how-
maybe AC brings the sand, or he can set it himself with like a max rock move.
Right, especially given that his Sandsetter probably loses to AC Sandsetter.
Yeah.
I think that's probably I think that can definitely work out. I'm also just gonna say I'm glad to see that Gastrodon managed to show up, sit
Yeah,
on the bench
finally.
the entire season, and shows at the finals. It's me. That was me and my high school soccer team, man. I definitely can relate to that.
Let's look at these items. We have an air balloon on Dracozolt.
Very creative stuff. Be ashamed to see they get popped by Togepi, but we'll see. Maybe that's what she's here for. All right. Also curious to see what AC comes off with. There he is. Alrighty.
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect when I see this lead.
I was trying to think of something to say, but I mean, Trick Room maybe? But definitely no sand. That's definitely probably not what Ben was hoping for. But
So
I
AC
think that
uses
intimidates.
Frisk, he peers into the air balloon, he sees that, so no surprise there. And Stoutland is Intimidate, not Sand Rush, so...
right, that's an interesting call here. I think probably just relying on Dracozolt for the. Whoa, I didn't even see what that was. Did he click? Is that Snarl?
Yeah, it looks like a Snarl, break some Focus Sashes.
Going after the switch already. Going into. Thinking about going into Gastrodon. Oh,
He's
that's
about to
Sandforce
switch
down
a
there.
Gastrodon into a Grass.
Look at that. That's not even a Storm Drain Gastrodon.
I
He
think
has
he's
no-
preparing for the Trick Room by bringing in his Slowmon, it looks like.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see
But
how...
he has no fear, not a single ounce of fear about
Yeah.
Araquanid. Oh, right off the bat.
He knows so
No
many.
trick.
He knows 3 of the items already from Poltergeist and Frisk.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's gonna hurt down the road, especially if there is no sand mode. That's just gonna be
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
yeah, he knows all the
it's a
items.
shackle. Yep.
Paralyzing these guys.
It makes
Maybe
me.
it's a long one. That explains the 50-minute video time.
Yeah. I wonder why the Snarl Frister, maybe just to kind of break any weakness policies and possibly Sturdy. Because these two are typically not special attackers, so it makes you think.
Yeah, it looks like this Earth Power here should be enough after he broke the Focus Sash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably what helps for it.
Yeah, without their flyers, do they have any ground resists or weaknesses? Or,
Which side?
I mean, in general, both of these teams are weak to ground, and they didn't bring their
Yeah.
flyer.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a Togepi.
Oh, it's Spiky Shield. It's
It's Protect.
probably good
better.
call. Probably a good call in front of the Gastrodon.
Yeah.
And those baby doll eyes are going to do nothing to Togepi. It's already about as cute as it can get.
I think these guys are starting to play with the mindset of the new format, where there's a lot more switching. No one's trying to use their Dynamax right away. They need to see what's going on first.
Right. I want to see if this is going to end like that other UGA game where it came down to a Slowpoke in the end, but maybe just a Togepi. That's my hope. That might explain 50 minutes. Still kind of an awkward game state, to be honest. I don't really see anybody taking the lead here yet.
Yeah, I mean, Togedemaru and Togepi, that's almost no offensive pressure there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's plenty of chances for screwing around, messing up the opponent, but not getting a lot of KOs, I don't think.
Right, that's maybe, oh, and there goes Togepi. D. Back into core, guys.
Repositioning now. He has redirection in Trick Room.
Mm-hmm. Risk
This
again.
is Little
Nothing we
Gorgeist,
haven't
right?
already
So it's
seen.
not as strong as Big Gorgeist. I'm not sure.
Oh, is it? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen him bring anything but the huge Gourgeist.
Yeah.
I wonder what that, because there's a couple differences. So I don't, is that tiny one or little Gourgeist? I don't know what that's supposed to outspeed. Oh, that's
Yawn is what
definitely
slows
annoying.
down the game to a crawl.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Mhm.
Muddy Water's gonna get some good damage.
Yeah, I chunk it Togepi more than I thought it would, but still, that accuracy drop is probably more important than that damage, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially on a move that's not 100% accurate to begin with. Poltergeist. Ugh. Alright, Dracozold's possibly coming in.
Looks like the main damage is coming from Dracozolt and Crawdaunt hiding in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Crawdaunt
I
should
think
be
what-
good if it can go first, with the Dark
Right.
Wave.
Right, and what we've seen so far, it doesn't look like there's much that actually resists Crawdaunt on the other side of the field. I mean, you can either try to tank a water move or just get smacked with a dark with the Gourgeist.
Yeah, it's good coverage.
Oof. Dracozolt, that is a good time to get Dracozolt in. I think right now it's just hoping that Togepi doesn't go for Dazzling Gleam and pop its balloon.
Stoutland's been a problem for all of AC's opponents, or Ben's
Right.
opponents all year. It's
Oh,
like, it's
there
so
goes the
hard to
balloon.
get through, and it's fine doing a little bit of damage each turn.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't need to be doing anything big. If it can put you to sleep, if it can redirect you, that's all it needs to do.
Yeah, and look at this moveset. Snarl, Rock Tomb, Helping Hand, it is just hanging out for a while. That's his job.
Right. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a game of positioning, and I think, like you said, man, this is like a Series 10 game, but just a couple weeks early. Is that a shiny Togedemaru? You can't tell.
It's festive for the finals.
Exactly.
And I got to assume that Dracozolt's the max target, but you can't max in front of Togedemaru, so maybe he's hoping he can push through that thing, so the Lightning Rod's no longer a factor, and then he can go ham with the Dracozolt.
Right, and we still haven't seen AC's Final Mon yet, have we? We've just seen Togepi, Togedemaru, and Gourgeist. Oh, okay.
Oh, there
now
you
we're
go.
gonna,
There's the damage.
we might see his other Mon. That is a powerful attack from Gastrodon. That must be full physical investment.
Yeah, I know. You did a lot of damage with Muddy Water earlier, too, so definitely.
Oh, maybe it's just all-out attacker. Some kind of mix. Was that high horsepower, by the way? I didn't pay any attention.
Whoops.
I didn't know Gastrodon learned that.
So whoever AC brings in now, he's going to have a little bit of protection from the Togepi.
Mm-hmm. This might be, yeah, I was going to say this might be his time to bring in some kind of
Now
hard-hitting
we're about
offense.
to see some fireworks. We have a
Yep.
Dracozolt and an extra drill on the field.
We got Dracozolt. We got no balloon. He saw the balloon pop, so he knows he's good to go. We haven't seen much besides Dazzling Gleam and Yawn on Togepi. You got to assume Follow Me, but maybe Helping Hand for the 4th slot. I mean, a Helping Hand could probably get an Earthquake KO on both of Ben's guys right here.
I mean, from AC's perspective, he sees a Dracozolt, he sees a Gastrodon, he sees something else that's not, that's plenty weak to ground. So he's probably safe to just fire off an Earthquake or a Max Quake.
Right. Right. And I one thing about Ben's team, when assuming I looked at my notes right, the only 2 ground resists he has are not here. Everything is weak or neutral. And I mean, it's
Over
just
under
gonna
on
be
how
this-
many Max Quakes we're going to see this set.
I call 6 out of 6 max moves.
Yes.
Let's see here, though.
Intimidate.
Stoutland is,
Yeah.
Stoutland is the only. Oh, is that a white herb?
White Herb, smart.
Oh, here it comes. Max Quake 1 of 1 or 1 of 6.
And Max Quake's good damage, type-wise, but the special defense boost doesn't seem super. Maybe it's good for the Gastrodon, protecting it.
Right,
from
but
that.
but only for the Muddy Water. Which given that it's a spread move, might not hurt. Unless he maxes it, it goes Max Geyser. But we will have to see. Assuming it even lives this hit, if it does get targeted. Oh.
Yeah, Statland will be fine. I mean, it took a lot of damage. I was surprised by that, but...
Well, Statland's a good boy. He's not going anywhere. And that's even after, that's after using up the white herb on him, so he's not doing any more kind of damage.
Oh,
no
he's got the damage and the yawn pressure. This is getting scary. Muddy Water's good for getting around redirection. I mean, from Ben's perspective, he wants to Baby Doll Eyes to reduce that Excadrill's attack, but he can't because Togepi's hiding in the way.
I think right now, it's such a funny thing. When you play AC, #1 priority is Togepi, which you think is completely backwards, but he's made such good use of that over the season. It's I think that's probably a mon that's getting banished out of Tier 4.
Oh, unfortunate paralysis from Statland.
Yeah, that's big.
Might go down here.
Oh, a Steel Spike, alright.
Okay.
Definitely a...
boost, and he knew that it was enough, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, Dracozolt not going to be able to do much to the Excadrill, right? Electric,
I mean,
Dragon, nothing is very good against it.
Right, I mean, sometimes you see that fire coverage, but he's at +1, and that's probably enough to let it live, because Excadrill is somewhat bulkier than you'd imagine it to be.
Togepi hangs on!
Lives on and then falls asleep. Togepi is the... I'm hoping we see Togepi on the logo in some fashion next season.
I think AC's trying to put Excadrill on the logo this year. He was one of the key leaders during the regular season. I think it's a good bet right at this point, anyway.
Right. Looks like we got the Crawdon switch in. But what do you do with Togepi? And this is a Choice Band Crawdon we saw, so what does it do?
I mean, he's going to break Togepi, but I don't know if Crawdon can live one hit from Excadrill.
I don't know. Crawdon is... Maybe it's a Max Crawdon. That could be a way to survive, but you'd still be too slow for to get the second hit off. Man, this is a tough... Oh! Is that Switcheroo? I didn't know Crawdon learned that.
Swap off that Choice Band. It's pretty cool.
Interesting.
But here's the problem with all-out aggression, is whenever you end up on your back foot anyway, like, Ben doesn't carry Protect a lot. So it would be lovely if he could Protect... Oh, there he goes. He's going to max just for the Protect so that he can wait for Gastrodon to wake up.
He doesn't bring Protect, he makes his own Protect.
Yes.
Look at that. Oh, goes for Geyser. You're right, defense is overrated. Now I wonder here, given that how obvious the target into Togepi might be, maybe it could be a helping hand to just assume that he would try to target Togepi anyways to take some pressure off. Where did the match go? There we go. Didn't miss much, just the Dynamax. And it's still to follow me, just making sure Excadrill is as safe as possible, which is probably the safest way to do.
Definitely.
Alright, yeah.
Terrible Max Quake. Okay, just about half to Crawdon.
Looks like he could have survived without, but I think not locking himself into a move right here is probably bigger than not dying in one hit.
Yeah, hard to tell. So, we get Rain, that's something.
Yeah. None of these, nobody on AC's team really wants to play him. At least nobody that he brought for this round.
Yeah, Gastrodon will be scarier if it can wake up.
I know, I'm sure he has his fingers, his toes. Not enough luck.
Note here that Gastrodon did not redirect the water move, so it is not Storm Drain. It is one of the other ones. So it has Sand Force, so I bet it's Sand Force.
Yeah, I think we saw that on somewhat earlier, but still, that's a... I didn't even think about that. Could redirect your own water moves. Yeah, that's a pretty unfortunate anti-synergy there, but when you only really have to dodge Arachniid, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So now AC has seen all 4 items on Ben's side. He's seen the Choice Band. He sees that we're Dynamaxing a guy with a Choice Band, so something's gone sideways in this game.
Yeah, that's... whenever your choice, you don't want to be in that situation, but I mean, if it's what you have to do, it's what you have to do, and I still think Ben absolutely has a way out.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. Yeah, right now he's got pressure, and that's good. No Togepi on the board anymore.
Withdraws Crawdon. I think that's probably a smart play. I think he knows at this point that priority Aqua Jet and the Rain might be his only win.
Yeah. Okay. Set his own Rain for later.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Good move.
Resist the grass move. That's good. Oh.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All right. Let's see. Does Gastrodon wake up? I think it comes down to 3-turn sleep.
That's a tough
Yeah.
one. The good news, is with different RNG, you might be able to pull yourself out of the situation in game 2. So
Right. The thing here is, I still think he has an out if he can go for a. I don't know how fast that Gorgeist is, but he might be able to. Well, no, it's a little one, so it's probably faster than Crawdon.
yeah, it's almost certainly faster than both of Ben's Mons.
Dang.
So this is looking pretty scary for him.
Yeah, Gorgeist is a dangerous threat, especially when it can have 4 different speed tiers that are. And it's honestly really hard to tell which one he has.
Yeah, they don't tell you. You're supposed to eyeball it, apparently.
You have to have all those Gorgeist's physical measurements burned into your brain. And I mean, if you don't have that, well, are you really a competitive Bond player? I don't think so. This is a tough spot to be in. Aqua Jet.
That did a lot of damage for a resistant move, but not quite enough.
Even in tiny form, Gorgeist is just bulky enough to get through. But I mean, here, if we, how much HP is Gastron?
KO for
If it can live this
Gorgeist.
high horsepower. If it can hit both Muddy Waters, I think this is the...
Oh my god, Gastrodon, wake up!
Oh, man.
It's the finals! We need you!
Oh, jeez. That's soul crushing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, I think if he woke up there and hit the Muddy Water, that's lights out. Yeah. The game we play...
So we're seeing this from Ben's perspective. Seriously, we're seeing this from
Right.
Ben's perspective. So he's kind of like the protagonist right now, the embattled protagonist. How can he change this? He's learned a fair amount about what AC is trying to do.
Right. We got the Rindo Berry here, but unfortunately, I'm taking one, but, well, maybe not at 21 HP.
Yeah, that's it. AC's got game 1, and he's got a ton
Yep.
of information. All 4 items.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Frisk is a deadly ability in a format like this. All you have to do is switch it in, and you automatically get some informational awareness.
True.
Let's see how they adjust. What kind of adjustments do you think Ben makes for the two?
Well, let's see the mons that he didn't bring and see if they have some potential here.
Right. I think we were missing the Gigalith and maybe the Gengar.
So
I don't know.
Gigalith is dangerous because, Gengar could be good because you can set Trick Room, because Excadrill and Sand is going to be the fastest thing, so under Trick Room, the slowest thing.
Right. I saw that team over there on the right. I want to know what he's doing with that Haunter and Butterfree team, but we'll have to ask him later. But I think like you said, I think Gengar has a role on this team. Well, if not just to set up Trick Room, could also deny Trick Room if Ben or if AC wanted to do that. But also, depending on how the Gourgeist is, it's a little one. So I mean, I think Ben recognizes too. Depending on the Gourgeist, it might not be bulky enough to live a Shadow Ball, especially after a Shadow Ball plus something else.
I think
we
the first game showed us that AC's done a really good job with his speed tiers because he has the slow end here. I don't think Ben can easily go Trick Room against him, but also he's got the high end with the Sand Rush Excadrill, so it's really difficult. And he didn't necessarily set Trick Room, so he was kind of riding the line. He was flexible to what the situation required.
Mm-hmm. I think Excadrill is just... I really think this entire match centers around Excadrill from both of their perspectives because it's so incredibly fast once you get the sand up, and it just has such an incredible damage output against Ben's team in particular that, I mean, we saw him play around in Game 1. All the Stoutland maneuvering, some of the tech options he brought with the Aqua Jet, with the Baby Doll Eyes. When you bring Intimidate and Baby Doll Eyes, you're trying to stop a physical monster like Excadrill. I mean, I think he really did. So, it definitely...
I think he nailed it. Excadrill is strong, but you can push through it if you can get the right positioning, and that would make a huge difference with Excadrill not in the field anymore.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder, given that if I were AC, I might want to bring him out on this game. Switch it up a little bit, get the Excadrill really rolling in the sand where it wants to be. That way it can outspeed the possible Gengar, because you bring a Gourgeist to do the kind of damage that we saw last game. This Gourgeist is flashy, but it does a lot. All right, never mind.
We have this very passive, careful lead again. I mean, it worked out fine last time, but Gengar comes out new this time.
All right, let's see here. Look at that. Ben bringing... Okay, let's see what we got here.
Trick Room, question mark?
Interesting. That's a very unique Gengar setup.
Yeah, it's got
a
lot of different roles that it could play.
Mm-hmm. I think Clear Smog is particularly useful against this, and not so much against Excadrill itself, because obviously Steel type, but the boost Excadrill gets are super frustrating to deal with, even just because it helps out its partner.
How much does this do?
Oh,
That's a
that's
two-shot.
a
Pretty
lot.
good.
No more Sword Stance for you, Togepi. But the Nuzzle comes out. The Nuzzle is such a frustrating.
Oh yeah, it's a handful.
Yeah.
What is this? This is a cute little dazzling green gleam. Okay.
Ooh, that's actually big. No more popping the balloon like that. I don't know.
Well,
Togedemaru's speed
Drake is
here.
all protected, so he's still all right.
I just mean next turn because you do see the cursed body trigger.
Right.
Yeah, this is this is what you want to see. I mean, in terms of RNG, you win some, you lose something. That was definitely a big thing. This is a tough call. High horsepower pretty much definitely KOs Togepi, but if
Yeah.
Dracozold's accuracy, you don't want to use it when it's not maxed. Unless it's like Volt Absorb, but I would imagine it's probably Hustle, right?
Okay. Some repositioning.
Love to see it. Okay. Makes sense, don't want to lose your redirector. Oof. Look at that. Rocky Helmet actually put in work.
Okay.
Oh, that Icy Wind is a super good bring. 'Cause it seems, I don't remember Togedemaru's speed stat, but from how fast it's been going, it seems like it's a pretty fast mon, so
Yeah.
being able to outspeed it with Dracozold now is probably within the realm of possibility.
True. Gengar's going to be able to overcome his paralysis by slowing down the opponents as well.
Right. Yeah, this is what did Stout do? I can see what he went for, but he did it pretty confidently. It's a pretty quick
Yeah, it was
play.
fast.
I think any mon that gets the combination of Intimidate plus Snarl is something to look out for. It's such a good pairing. I mean, we're doing the National Dex draft right now, and I have like 3 different mons lined up in my head that are for that. So I think
Spoilers.
I just think that's such a good combo.
The draft will probably be over when folks see
Yeah,
this.
true.
Maybe.
And I hope it's over by then.
Togepi protecting Togedemaru. What does Togedemaru want to do?
See, oh,
More nuzzles. More pain.
oh, the joys of electric rodents. I'm sure they all learned that. But man, that Rocky Helmet's actually,
Yeah.
it's definitely putting in some work there. Alright, I'm pretty sure after this one, Gengar probably outspeeds Togepi.
So Ben has brought some good spread moves. He knew the Togepi was likely coming.
Mhm.
And
I
it's
will
like,
say here, go on.
unfortunately, RNG is going to be a big factor here with all the paralysis. But for so
Mhm.
far, Ben is doing just as much damage as he's taking, so seems to be okay
Right.
from Ben's perspective.
I mean, these moves are incredibly low base power, but I mean, if you use them enough, you'll eventually chunk them. Oh, we see the Trick Room, probably guaranteeing
The
that Togepi can go down.
paralysis will be turning around on him.
Yep.
Slower guys first now. If he can manage to actually move.
Yeah. He's got a 75% chance Trick Room, unless this does a lot of damage.
Okay.
Does a lot, but not enough. And hopefully he gets the KO here. Well,
Okay,
that's
okay.
besides. For Ben's sake, hopefully he does. Right. So now, dimensions have been twisted. Right. Unfortunately for Ben, AC does get the first switch in here, but okay. Right. This is playing out similarly to the last match, but still like different. Very strange.
Poor guy's speed is a mystery here. I imagine it's going last under Trick Room here against 2 paralyzed guys.
All right. We'll see if the
He could
if
also
the Helping
reverse
Hand
Trick
Shadow
Room.
Ball. Right. It could. So let's see. All right. Doesn't look like he went for any ally switch because an ally switch here would be just devastating. Spiky Shield.
Very
Not
risky
the right
here to
one to
helping
protect.
hand something that might be paralyzed. Huge
Right,
damage
the double
though.
protect.
Poor guy's wasn't protecting though.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind, wasn't meant to be. Let's try this again
That's
next
all right.
turn.
Yeah. All right. So this is pretty safe this time, though. I mean, you already used your paralysis turn last turn, so we'll be fine this turn, right?
You're due
So-
for a hit.
Exactly. Alright. I'm just gonna have a redo of last turn. Shadow Sneak. Oh! That's unfortunate.
Oh.
Even in baby form, Gorgeist does enough damage to take out the Gengar.
I would have never
Yeah.
expected Shadow Sneak there. I mean, I know that's
No.
an option, but I just... Wow.
I don't think he's... I mean, I haven't paid that much attention, but I don't think he's used Shadow Sneak all season. I mean, he's always had, like, the Will-O-Wisp. So what, we've seen his whole moveset now. It's pretty much an offensive Gorgeist.
Yeah, he used Poltergeist and Shadow Sneak.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's...
And Seed Bomb. Was there a Trick Room on there, or did we not even see
No, it was a Protect. The Protect was the 4th. That's wild.
Wild Gorgeist.
It's the championships. You got to bring out the jank. But I mean, is it jank if it works? I don't think so. So now we're in Trick Room, and we've got Dracozolt. So
It's Bug
presumably,
Brain, right?
exactly.
Everyone spam Bug Brains in the chat.
Oh, my position. That's a risky move, but it looks like Ben thinks that's what he needs to do, or maybe. It's tough to make the call to switch in a Crawdaunt without some kind of pivot move because it's so frail. But I mean, this would ideally be Crawdaunt's time to show up. So maybe he's hoping for what's that?
What is this?
Is that a cussed-up berry?
Oh no, wasted.
What is he gonna do with it though? Is it gonna be? I mean, what can it do? Oh, can do that. Flinch maybe? Fingers crossed. Oh, no flinch today. But again, he's got the great Protect reads.
I feel for Ben with all of this paralysis, but I do think AC has a pretty solid game plan here. You know, in
Right.
time, there's not much you can do against this.
Eventually, he will get unlucky enough with paralysis. I mean, it's the law of large numbers. Eventually, it will happen. And if you build a squad like AC is built with a lot of bulky pieces that don't go down easy, you're just extending the game, and that's the exact state you want it to be in.
Yeah.
The more chances they have for things to go wrong, the better.
The more free turns you get. Now we
Exactly.
see a switch to Excadrill.
All right,
Same
it is
plan
Drill,
as
so
last game.
Yep. I mean, if it works, it works. All right.
Yeah,
You gotta
it's a pretty
max
safe
out with-
switch because I don't see a ground move going into the Gorgeist.
Right. That would be, especially Gorgeist at that high health. You have Dynamax
Dracozolt, can you make something happen here?
Right. How many turns left to Trick Room? Does he have to stall out one? So this might be.
I didn't know there would be a quiz. We have a Helping Hand Dynamax move here. Some good damage
Let's see what
coming
we
out.
got. Man, I was a little unsure when I saw the Rocky Helmet team preview, but I mean, both these guys made it to the finals and I didn't, so they know something that I don't.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that does a lot of damage. Helping Hand is no joke. And the attack drop is pretty important on both of these pieces on AC's
Yes.
side. I mean, maybe not. I forgot about that. But hey, we have Baby at all.
Oh, no
and
more
Trick Room ends.
Excadrill going first again. How is it going to use its one turn? Because it looks like it only has
Right.
one shot here.
Right. he's gotta be a hero if AC wants to win this. You're staring at a 300-foot dinosaur. This is not a fun spot to be in.
It's huge.
That is not something you see. I mean, he's in a tough spot too. Do you Dynamax Excadrill? That might be his only way of living. But then you can't get Stoutland with the spread move either.
I would be pretty nervous. I don't think we've seen the ground move from Dracozolt yet, but you got to know that Dracozolt's ready to KO you with something.
Right. Ooh. Unfortunate. Ooh.
He gets his shot.
Oh.
It does. Looks like 50%.
Yeah, that's
Great.
big. And the Max Quake.
There's the Quake.
Let's see. All right, Excadrill is down. I don't think that special defense boost is going to come into play here, but I mean, we will see the Dynamax Gorgeist. It's looking closer and closer to being the end game here.
I'm pretty excited for a Dynamax Gorgeist.
Right, that's something you can only see in the finals, man.
Yeah.
Love to see it. That's all. That's
Oh,
unfortunate.
the Rocky Helmet has been
Yeah.
a key.
I think that Rocky Helmet single-handedly took down Togedemaru.
Honestly, yeah.
That's not a fun thing for AC to have to click his mod into the Rocky Helmet, knowing it's going to knock him out.
Yeah.
Gorgeist, let's see.
Oh yeah, Togepi's
got a-
gone. We have just a Gorgeist against the world here.
Right, he's got a Gorgeist and a Dream, and I think with between the Max Wormwind and the Baby Doll Eyes. I think Ben has this one in the bag.
Yeah, it's gonna be really tough to overcome that.
Right. I mean, this video is 50 minutes long, and if this game lasted 50 minutes, I'd be kind of shocked. But
Shush, Poppin'. We're watching this live. We have no idea what's going to happen.
little big Gorgeist. Next guard. Good plan.
Okay.
You got to play to your outs. You got to stall out that Dynamax.
Yeah. So next turn, a big Gorgeist against two little guys.
Mm-hmm. So Gorgeist is going to be relying here. You know, actually, the Max Ghost is probably pretty useful if he can take out Dracozolt with one and then Stoutland with a Max Grass.
Yeah, that's got to be the plan.
Defense drop. Did I see him protect Dracozolt? If so, that's pretty much seals the deal, I think. Yep. Because I think after one Baby Doll Eyes, I think after two, it would be damage for sure. Great for the overgrowth.
Oh my god,
so
bulky Stoutland. Stoutland a candidate for the logo.
Yep.
It was crucial to beating me, so, like,
multiple
rounds of the playoffs. It's been a key part of the team.
Stoutland is incredible. Everybody who's drafted Stoutland has made great use of it. I think, did Braff have it last season? I can't remember.
Yeah,
but
so is Stoutland about to become a two-time champion?
I think we might see it. I think Ben's going to do his best to make that happen. I think if it happens, Stoutland has to be on the logo. For sure.
Stoutland's one of those mons where you know it's coming and you might not have any counterplay for it because it's got all these ways to mess you up.
I mean, it has normal type syndrome where it's a move that can do a move to do anything it wants to.
Yeah.
And it's just unassuming enough where maybe it can sneak something out that you don't even remember it had. I mean,
yeah.
I saw he has Rock Tomb. Do people prep against Rock Tomb Stoutland? I don't think so. Oh, he's still a Chrono off the back. I forgot about that. Ben.
So it's a 2-on-1, but neither of these guys are necessarily equipped unless the Crawdon can get a dark move off. I imagine Gorgeist is going first.
Yeah. Gorgeist probably going for the Seed Bomb, and Ben just going to do his best to not miss those Dragon Claws.
Is this a one-hit KO? That's the question.
I have to imagine it is. It's not. Oh my gosh. The Baby Doll Eyes put in work.
Yep, there you go. Crucial.
Dragon Claw. Oh, is Crawdon going to finish it off?
There we go.
Boom.
Game 3, it looks like.
Big damage. We're going to Game 3.
So what is your counterplay to all of this paralysis? Is Dracozolt going to have to come just because it can't be paralyzed?
I think you have to bring it. I think you have to bring Dracozolt, and I think I don't know, that's a tough call. Possibly Dracozolt plus Gigalith. Wait, yeah, he has Gigalith. So maybe go for... Man, I don't know.
AC is in a pretty strong position here because he hasn't brought his other two. He's still got surprises left for Game 3.
Absolutely. And I mean, Ben doesn't have many surprises left. AC has systematically figured out all of his items except for Gigalith, I think, right?
I love the best of 3 format.
Yeah, best of 3 is definitely good. It makes you have to build a consistent team that can perform game over game and not just, you didn't prep for this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think... Alright, he's doing the same lead as... Was that the same lead as last time?
Dracozolt Gengar. I think that was his lead last game. He had to switch around a fair amount. So Crawdon has been good. Okay. He's trusting his
Alright, we're locking in. This is the final game of this season of the VBL-S. This will determine...
Spam hype in the chat, please.
The Battle of the Brits is about to end. Oh, man. Ooh, I'm excited.
Stoutland or Excadrill on the logo.
Man, and I mean, you saw Ben take his time thinking that. This is high stakes. This is absolute bug breaking time. You need to be at your buggiest to make your best possible plays in a situation like this.
Brain at its buggiest.
Yep. And I mean, look, AC's taking just as much time.
Yeah.
Will we see Hippo or Araquanid show up this game? That is the question. They both look like they found their kind of 4-4 that they found that they like into this matchup. And I mean, clearly it's won them both a game, so it definitely works.
I think from AC's perspective, you can see that Dracozold's probably Sandrush here. I don't think he's missed anything, so he's probably not hustling.
Right. I forgot Dracozold got Sandrush.
So then, yeah, so maybe...
One of those other times I asked the things about hustle.
Yeah, this whole set has been people bluffing sand, but then they just do something else.
Mm-hmm. It's not even sand. It's not even Sandstream. It's Sandforce Hippo.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right.
Sticks to his
He
lead.
likes-
It's pretty hard
He
to
likes
break.
his mom to start with toe. Oh, it is shiny. Cute. All right. Let's see. So Ben and AC both know what happens here, but let's see.
Do we know Togedemaru's ability, whether it's Sturdy or Lightning Rod? I imagine it's Lightning Rod.
I think it's sturdy because he had the cut staff, and I think having a lightning rod cut staff is too big of a gamble.
That's a good point.
But still, I don't even know if it matters here because I mean I think that I didn't see what Ben clicked. If I was Ben, I would go for an icy wind with.
That would be good. Yeah, Icy Wind.
Oh, never mind. It's faster.
Oh no.
I wonder what. I want to see what his Gengar. Well, at least that's useful for the rest of his team.
That is good. That is one
Yeah.
counterplay to Nuzzle.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, there you go.
Sturdy. Okay.
And nice. And I think, honestly, even though he can't nuzzle anything else, I mean, you just protect the Gengar. Oh, he doesn't have Protect on Gengar.
Yeah.
Because I can see him easily going for... Oh, man, that crit did a lot of damage for Togepi. Just kidding, they can't use either of those moves anymore. Oh.
Huh. Okay, so we have a Trick Room. However,
Make
we
paralysis
do
work
have the
for you.
Cut Staff that we noticed from last game. So Togedemaru's got one shot. It's got a Steel move. It's got an Electric move. Neither of these are that helpful, but at least it's going to get to go first.
Right, I think it can definitely chunk Gengar, and up to the point where whatever comes in next can take care of it pretty easily with just a spread move if needed. But I mean, this is like we said last game. It's definitely coming to effect now. He's able to make the speed drops work for him, or the paralysis rather.
Yeah.
All right, what's he going for?
Okay, on to the
All right, good
Gengar.
play.
Oh, Clutch
that wasn't even a
Live.
crit. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh.
unfortunate. Drake is
You
also
win
going to
some,
get
you
a KO
lose
here.
some.
No, not on Togepi, never mind.
Maybe not. All right, Togedemaru lives to see another day, possibly.
So we had a yawned Dracozolt, so it's being swapped for Stoutland here. Pretty
Right.
safe.
Mm-hmm.
Nuzzle is disabled, so...
Right, and Togepi's pretty much just going for Icy or Follow Me here because he can't Dazzling Gleam anymore, and I mean, what else is Gengar going to do? Icy Wind's probably the best play here.
Toge's hanging
What
on
real-
by a thread, and
I
he's
know.
getting that protection from Togepi.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they both have 2 months, like nothing. They're about to just go down. This is so intense. Get the Intimidate. Might make a difference if Icy Wind misses on Togedemaru. Oh, Spiky Shield.
Interesting. I don't think Icy Wind triggers Spiky Shield, right? Maybe
No,
like a contact move.
I don't believe so. You're just gonna keep putting things to sleep to stall out the Trick Room. Because I mean, he
That's
knows
one way
that
to do it.
Gengar. Yeah, he knows Gengar can't hurt Togepi too bad, and he just wants that to spread me damage on Togedemaru.
So what have we seen on Togepi? We've seen Follow Me, we've seen Yawn, I think we've seen Dazzling Gleam.
Right. I think that's it. It might have Protect. We might have seen that, but
Yeah. I think it might have had Protect. Yeah, and After You would have been pretty helpful in Trick Room.
right. Yeah. So it looks like he's going for the Clear Smog on the Togepi. Finally, sick of it as I would be at this point. It's definitely put in. I mean, after this entire season, how can you not be sick of Togepi?
Not a bottom tier. Very much not a bottom tier.
No, mistiered. Let's see. And the Protect.
There
There
we
it is.
go,
There's the fourth
Protect.
move. Is Togedemaru about to take on Gengar?
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Because that might have been the
What a
best way to
turn
get
of
through the Togepi was that Clear Smog,
Mhm.
but
Right.
what else does he have for it?
Right. And, oh jeez. Togepi is undisabled or incremental chip damage coming at you. I mean, especially with what AC has left, it can't really touch Togepi too much. Or not AC, sorry. Ben has left.
Yeah, it's gonna take a few turns.
Mm-hmm.
So
think
we can
that's-
assume that Togepi is Eviolite because it is just living everywhere.
Right, yeah. I think, what is it? Stoutland could probably go for a stop.
So do you max the Dracozolt to try to break through the Togepi? No, I think you should just stay impatient. Probably the smart move.
Right.
Yeah, because if Ben uses his max and then has to stare down a max extra later, it's going to be tough.
Right. Man, spread moves here in the nameplate game. But it's really difficult when they both have protection move. Goofy Spiky Shield, I'd imagine. Oh no, no Spiky Shield. So this will, if it doesn't miss, it'll finally take down the Togedemaru that's put in so much work this game. Down goes Togedemaru.
Nice work, Togedemaru, but that's it.
I don't think Togedemaru took any damage.
Unfortunately, we're about to see a Gourgeist or an Excadrill, likely one of those two, with protection from Togepi, so...
Mm-hmm. And Trickroom just went down. And Dracozold's about to fall asleep.
Uh-oh, okay.
So this is looking like a bit of a not prime situation.
Yeah.
He's going to try to fight through the sleep. Ooh, this is scary. What do you do here? You have to focus down Togepi, right? But it didn't protect last turn, so it could just protect and ruin. I think if he doubles Togepi right here and it protects, I think he loses the game based on that. But I think that might be what he needs to do.
Because Baby Doll Eyes is what you need. Baby Doll Eyes intimidate. Do we see a double switch? Is he able to double switch? Does he have both of his guys in the back? No, Gengar's gone, so
yeah.
He wants more Intimidate. He wants to save Dracozolt from sleep. Really tough position.
Yeah. Oof.
Do we see Max Excadrill?
I think we do.
There we go.
There it is. All right. AC's final Dynamax of the season. See what he gets out of it. We've only seen 2 moves from Excadrill as well, so there's still the potential for some wacky stuff in the back.
It was Quake and Steel Spike?
Yep.
What a Dynamax Metamon. Stealing ground.
Alright, right for Steel Spike, he knows that he knows that Ben's remaining mons are all physical, so even if it doesn't do much damage, getting that defense boost is probably more important.
That is a good point.
Alright, Togepi does not follow me.
Clutch
Damn! Look at
Gets
that,
another
and it goes
yawn.
back to sleep. What an annoying move.
Tough spot for Ben.
Ooh.
I mean, he's
So what do you
alive.
do here?
He's alive,
That's
and he's
true.
used one of AC's max turns. That's
Right.
the good news.
And from the last game, we saw that the Max Brown didn't OHKO Crawdon. And it's especially if Stoutland switches in. So I think we might see a Max Crawdon here.
I think Ben's thinking a couple turns ahead here. He knew that if Yawn come out, he wants to bring in Stoutland anyway. That's a pretty effective turn. Just avoiding Yawn and Intimidate is a good turn by me.
Right.
Aqua Jet for the Togepi. Why not?
Right. He's hovering over that Dynamax button. He knows that he needs to live the Max Ground. I think Ben's playing this incredibly well. Like you said, all this switching is just getting more and more turns of Intimidate off. I mean, I don't even know what is this extra at minus. Well, we'll see with the lighter if it triggers. Let's give it a shot. All right. So now it's back to neutral, so he can really start chunking it away.
This was another game where Ben wanted to be the aggressor, never wanted to play defense, and then AC's disruption made it so he had to. He's adjusting well, but like if we see a Choice Band Crawdon take this home, hero, legend.
Jeez, man. The Choice Band, Dynamax, Protect Crawdon, and then into the rest of the late game sweep. And I mean, AC hasn't revealed his last mon, so it could be Gourgeist, which would definitely put a damper on this plan, but if it's anything else, Crawdon kind of has a big opening there.
Which does he attack? There we go. Big read gets the read.
Good call.
Yeah.
That is a bug brain move then. It goes for the Rock's Tomb, most likely.
So do we set sand so that we can chunk through the Togepi, or do we just KO the Togepi somehow?
I think...
So Stoutland can probably take care of the Togepi so that Crawdon can hit the Excadrill. Could be a huge move here.
Right. The question is who's faster, because I mean, Crawdon and Stoutland aren't too far apart in terms of speed tiers, so if Togepi uses Follow Me and soaks up the max move, that is huge. But I'd imagine, hopefully, for Ben's sake, I hope Stoutland's faster. Gonna be shocked though, and I mean, Excadrill is at +1 and Dynamax, so I don't think a Max Water will take it up.
What?
Oh, there's the follow me.
We're doing this just for the tension here. Let me see that everything.
This was planned buffering.
Ready?
Give me a heart attack, man. Woo! Okay. Ready.
Okay.
Good to go. Issues resolved. So I see Togepi follow me, so it comes down to whether or not Stoutland can outrun this Crawdon. Or I guess maybe Lester. Here, but let's make a difference.
Oh, Crawdon! Okay.
Ooh, that scared me. That scared me.
Yeah. I think Stoutland's gonna go first.
Right. I hope. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Man, what if he missed?
Oh no!
Oh,
Togepi the
disaster!
god!
Oh, disaster! Oh no. Well, you know what? Best case scenario, you can baby doll eyes Excadrill. Do that safely now.
That's true. That's true. This is not over.
No.
Stoutland, there are still 3 Mons on Ben's side of the field. Stoutland can switch out and get one more Intimidate against 2
Oh, it's a
physical Mons.
Raquanid. Ooh, a new
Surprise!
foe has appeared.
Araquanid's usually a physical attacker. Should be really valuable to intimidate these last 2 Mons one more time.
Right. What do you do here as Ben, though? Because you know you're not faster than either of those. You just have to...
Luckily,
This is-
both Crawdon and Dracozolt resist an Araquanid's water move, so...
Right. Yeah, and I mean, Araquanid doesn't do much with Butt unless it's super effective. Let's see what we got here.
I think that was
Good read
another
again.
good protect. Yeah.
Alright, let's see what we got. Rock Tomb. Perfect. No
Yeah.
damage, but that's not what you need.
Huh. So it's a speed control measure, it looks like.
Yeah. Liquidation in the
It's
rain.
gonna be good damage.
Dang, that's after an... Wait, is that after an Intimidate? I don't think it is.
Now, Araquanid hasn't been intimidated yet. Get Stoutland out of there. You need him.
Oh. Oh, he's going for it.
You gotta baby doll eyes or get out.
Right.
This has been a good finals match. There's
Yeah,
no
this has been
guarantee
up
that
and
it's gonna
down.
be, but it has been.
You gotta... Yeah, I mean, just to start, going to Game 3 is always... Oh, no. We didn't... I think that's the first time we've seen Protect on Excadrill.
Good point.
Oh,
He gets
Yeah,
the
videos.
targeting right there.
video, grab that again. Oh, wait, we're back. Liquidation.
Should be enough.
All right. See, Dracozolt could have a good end game here. I mean, if you can take out the, Ben might have this. If you can take out Araquanid with a Bolt, and I mean, Excadrill has like no attack anymore at this point. Oh, he's going for it. Do you go for the Bolt Beak and hope at all that he doesn't protect?
Oh man, this is a key read here.
High horsepower. Did he?
You go for the Excadrill or the Araquanid.
If Excadrill protected last turn, I would go for the high horsepower.
This is where I prefer Showdown, so we can see exactly how much these Intimidates and Baby Doll Eyes have done.
Right. I don't have my pen and paper here, so I don't know where their stats are at. All right, no protects. Right, protect goes before helping hand, maybe.
Helping Hand before Protect, though. Okay, no Protects, you are correct.
Oh,
Big hit. Oh my
It's
god, all
not
the
enough.
clutch lives.
oh man. Oh.
We have a 95% miss!
Oh.
What is going on?
That is a soul-crushing turn for AC.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Because Bolt Beak
I guess you start with
probably
what you do.
KOs Araquanid here.
Yeesh. Extra go protect.
I don't know.
Oh goodness, this is terrifying.
Bolt Beak here. I don't see if he
Snarl
actually clicked
doesn't-
it, but I'd be very afraid of it.
Yeah, Snarl does not hit its intended target. Araquanid does not care about its special attack.
Oh no!
And that's a dead Araquanid. Nothing lifts that.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Don't want to speak too soon, but it's looking like Ben
Right,
has
we've already seen
cracked
one.
the
We've
code.
already seen one high horsepower miss, so 2 is not out of the question.
True.
Oh.
I don't know if the high horsepower miss changes the game outcome. He gets, let's say he gets Dracozolt, then we're seeing a 1v1 right now.
Right.
But
All right, helping
Ben
hand.
has
Will this be
broken
it?
what seemed like an impossible puzzle in game 1.
There you go. Just go for the Dragon Claw. Easy, no miss. And there you have it, folks.
Okay. Ben, Hawkeye Ben, and the Great British Blastoises are our VBL-S champion. A newcomer brought from the UGA scene. We heard the hype. We believed the hype. I didn't believe the hype in the beginning, but I was made a believer.
Yep. They've proven themselves. They are definitely not to be trifled with.
They say
Man.
in football, like defense wins championships. It turns out offense wins championships, at least in VGC.
Right. Offense, constant paralysis, getting him. I mean, AC played all those games phenomenally. Getting Ben on the back foot for, how many? That was 50 minutes of Ben just trying to get in the right position to not go down in one hit. Excadrill is so just offensively potent. You cannot afford to just switch around endlessly against it. But
Yeah.
what Ben had to do, and he had to find ways to make it work.
I'm happy that it ended up being an exciting match. Multiple points where it could have changed. Wow,
Right.
all right, so now we get to cackle while we know what happens and the folks don't for 2 days.
Right.
See you in
We can
2
drop
days, folks.
We'll drop little morsels in the chat, but we'll see you
Just
at the
a little
live stream,
bit.
everybody.
Thank you for joining me, Poppin. It's wonderful to chat with you.
Absolutely, man. Happy to be here. It's a good time.
You have a good weekend.
You too, man.
While we know what happens and the folks don't for 2 days.
Right.
See you in 2 days, folks.
We'll drop little morsels in the chat, but we'll see you at the live stream, everybody.
Thank you for joining me, Poppin. It's wonderful to chat with you.
Absolutely, man. Happy to be here. It's a good time.
Yo, 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 yo.
You too, man.
Hey, folks. We made it. Congratulations to Ben. Really showed us the power of offense, the power of good reads, the power of good synergies, and the power of sand and electricity. 2 days ago, we commentated, Poppin and I couldn't tell anyone the results, but I could make a little bit of a logo idea. So one last thing, obviously the champion will get their input as to what goes on the logo for next season, as well as the MVP and whatnot, but maybe it could look something like this. We have the early boss Braff tearing up, taking names, win after win after win. 8-0 for the regular season, and then surprise, AC is back for revenge in the championship rematch. Makes the season, we're like, AC redemption arc, right? And then no, the UGA takeover has fully commenced. Ben has shown up as a newcomer, and I think the Stoutland was so important in this match as well as in round 1 that it would be lovely if it was on the logo, though I can see arguments for others. That's it. So things I'm going to do, if I ever stream again, which will happen sometime, is reduce the latency so that there isn't a big gap where I'm like, is it working? Maybe get my screen sizing right, and it's been a fun ride though, and thanks for being here with me. We draft again in 3 weeks, the end of September. And I'm excited. This could be our last of the Dynamax meta. After this season, the new games will be out. There'll be lots of surprises. So one last trip to Dynamax land. That's going to be the end of the stream. I'll be right back in Discord with you guys. Thanks for being in the chat, being fun, and for being wonderful friends. Take care.